This is Cliff Jackson from Cliff Movie Corner News. Today we'll be talking about the next big thing in film industry. That's pretty big, so we're going to pick a certain portion of it. And I'm going to tell you what different genres are going to be the next big thing in the film industry. The three major genres that I think will be the next big thing in the film industry is prequels, prequel reboots, remake sequels, sequel reboots, and comic book movies. Prequels and prequel remakes. A prequel remake usually has an iconic character and a similar story to the first one, and the timeline leads up to the original story. A good example is John Carpenter's The Thing. They just recently made a prequel of The Thing, and there's not much difference between the original and the new one. Instead of Kurt Russell running around with a flamethrower, it's a hottie hot 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 running around with a flamethrower. And instead of the aliens being made out of liquid latex and being puppets, they use CGI to create them instead. Prometheus is also a good example of a prequel. It's the prequel to Aliens. Star Trek in itself is a prequel remake because they take the original story plot and they put a new spin on the timeline. What makes a remake sequel and a sequel reboot? It usually has an iconic character from the original ones or an iconic scene, and it usually has a similar story plot of the original. A good example is Friday the 13th. It's very similar to the first three movies, and it gives the iconic character Jason Voorhees a brand new look. Another good example is the movie Predators. It uses an iconic scene from Predators 1 where the main character has to hide his body heat in mud. Comic book movies. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's a movie based off a comic. A good example of this is Dark Knight Rises, coming out very soon. Another good movie coming out soon is The Amazing Spider-Man and The Avengers. Now that's all for me. Now back to you guys.